Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm standing here next to this beautiful, it's a river. I think it's a river, and it has some water in it. You guys can see there in the back. Yeah. So today I have a little surprise for you guys. Remember the time that I said that I'm thinking about buying a new bike? Yeah, well, today is not that day. But today I got to ride, or actually get to ride another bike, somebody else's bike, which they borrowed to me, and I'm really appreciating that. Yeah, so that's officially now how many bikes I have ridden? About seven. Is it seven? Yeah, it's about 7 different bikes which I've ridden up to this point. There's yet still another bike which I would like to ride, and that's in the Honda Africa Twin, the XR150. I would love to ride that bike. So yeah, hopefully soon I would be able to do a review and ride it. Running, hey? So the microphone I used actually lost sound for some reason, and I have tried to get it back and working again, but it only works for a little while and then it cuts out again. So I don't know what the problem might be for that. But yeah, guys, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a like, and also don't forget to leave a comment, because I always like to hear the thoughts of you guys on this bike. So this bike, or actually this piece of road which I'm just riding now, is quite a familiar one to me, and I really love and enjoy riding this road. I actually has the opportunity this morning to ride this bike. It's a friend of mine's, and well, I'm really glad that they've borrowed it to me to be able to, just do a review on it, and just get another video onto the channel again. So yeah, the bike actually, for this first part of the tarmac, it actually handled pretty well, and I was really enjoying most of it. The handling as well on the tarmac, it was quite okay, I guess. And it was quite well, I would say, yes. So, and I think it all has to do with the fact that it has a smaller front wheel than the big boy TSR, which I own. So yeah, but if you guys like the video so far and have enjoyed what you're seeing so far, I would ask you to just take a quick moment and smash that like button to help the YouTube algorithm. So now currently my bike actually I have a problem with it, and the engine needs to be redone. So I'm currently just saving up just so that I can be able to get it running again. So for as long as it's not running, I wouldn't be able to make a video on it. So yeah. So just in front here is a river, and one day I was coming down this road on my bike, and I would go a lot faster than this on my bike, and I was going at about 100 kilometers an hour, and I just couldn't stop fast enough, and I had no grip, and I was going sliding into this river, and there were kids on the river banks, and they were just cheering up and just enjoying that, while I wasn't enjoying it. I was so afraid that I might fall or crash or something, and luckily I didn't. For some reason, or not for some reason, but I've actually handled the bike quite well through that section though. But yeah, they were enjoying it, I wasn't. So the bike is just standing over here, not too far in the distance, because I don't like walking very far, but I actually do quite walk far very often, quite a lot. Sorry for this shaky video footage. So yeah, I've compiled a whole list of things about this bike, but well, kinda lost it. So yeah, so this is the bike. It's a Honda XR150L. So this bike actually comes standard with this rear rack here, only this piece. But the owner got a luggage rack put on, and also these crash bars as well. So yeah, and the screen as well. The screen actually does a very good job at, you know, keeping the wind off your chest, and I really quite enjoy it. I just made a video, but for some reason my microphone doesn't want to work nicely with this phone. So it was working for like a little while, and then it just cut out. So yeah, but let's talk about this bike. This bike is a 150cc. It's a single cylinder air cooled motor, and yeah, it gets about 100, gives about not 100, but about 9 kilowatts of power, and the torque I think is about also about 9 to 12 torques at 6,000 revs per minute. So yeah, might be 6.5 as well. It has a drum brake here at the rear, and on the front it has a disc brake. So yeah, the wheel sizes for this bike is 17 up front, or no, it's actually a 19 up front and then a 17 at the rear. And as far as handling goes, it actually handles pretty well, I would say. I can't really say for sure that it handles pretty awesome on trails yet, because I haven't ridden trails with it, but we'll do that in a bit and see how it handles. So yeah, and it also got a handlebar risers. They also got handlebar risers for this bike. This bike I actually got the privilege of riding it back from the day when they've put the luggage racks and also the crash guards up front, when they've put that on. So yeah, and as you guys can see with the crash guards, they've extended, they took the indicators, they were here. There's the original brackets for that, but when the crash guards got on, they were kind of in the way somewhere here, so they moved it out here to here, the guy who did it. And yeah, it's pretty neat, I guess. It comes with these foot pegs. These I don't know, it's very thin though, and it has removable rubbers as well. So yeah, the brakes on this bike is actually good. It's actually, I would say it's actually better than what I have on my bike at the moment. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about this bike, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's lightweighted. I think they've claimed, I saw on the website that they've claimed 150 kilograms. This bike weighs about 150 kilograms, so I don't know whether that's the wet weight or the dry weight. So yeah, it might just be either one of those. But yeah, I think that's enough talking and standing still and talking. So let's just go back on the road again, and then just, you know, start doing a riding, and then I'll tell you guys how it handles off-road and also how it handles on tarmac. So yeah, how does this bike feel standing in a standing position? Yeah, I can actually immediately tell that I don't like the standing position on this bike, and that would be mainly because of the what do you call it, the foot pegs, which is a little bit too narrow, and for that reason it's not really comfortable standing on this bike. And it's a little bit shorter up front than my bike, a little bit closer to me, the handlebars. It's a little bit too closer to me, but I think the handlebar rises actually does help. Here's our turn off point. And I'll tell you guys just now, how it feels, you know. It feels smooth though. It feels smooth. It feels good. I love it. You know. That factor of immediately turning, you know. Almost want to say comes in handy. Yeah. I actually wanted to do a 0 to 60. Yes, guys. I wanted to do a 0 to 60. But yeah, it's not my bike. I really don't want to do that on somebody else's bike. Just ride it with respect and, you know, nice and smooth. Yeah, it really goes though. It really goes. I think the difference between this bike and my bike is that you can feel it's going smooth. It's a lot smoother than my bike. A lot. Than the big boy XR150. That's the bike I currently own. So, but that bike is currently a little bit, how would you say it? It's a bit, it needs some work. So it's not running at the moment. And until I haven't saved up enough money to get it run, I won't do videos with it for some. So yeah. And if there are some of you guys who are from Oudtshoorn who would like me to, or not like me, but allow me to do a review on your bike and a little bit of riding, you know, I would really enjoy that very much, and appreciate it, I guess. I think I should take you to a trail. There's a trail up there, but it's a very technical one if I go up there. So I think I'll just continue going straight and then see whether I can enter a trail somewhere up there, because there's one going down this road just about, I'm not sure, just about somewhere there. There's also one going down, and I want to go and do it. But the first part of it up here, at the back where we just been, but yeah, let's just go. It's actually very technical, so, and I don't want to put this bike through there because I didn't have very much confidence on my bike either. So while doing it, so I'll just go down here. This road actually goes down here quite a lot. You see, this is a rugby field. I should have gone down there. But let's just go forward. So yeah, shorter handlebars with the smaller front wheel actually has an effect on the handling and steering of this bike. So yeah. But I think it's more like a city commuter, this bike though. But you know, the owner and his wife actually did quite a lot of traveling on this bike. I think for this holiday they did about 2,000 kilometers adventure ride on this bike. And before that, there was lots and lots and lots more riding happening with this bike. So I haven't actually found a lot of sand yet, but I know a place where we can go where there will be some sand, and I just want to go and test it there and see how it rides within the sand. This is the only section I could find that isn't going to be so technical, but has sand in it. And you know, I think we're just gonna do the sandy part. Oh shit, somebody coming. Okay, they'll move out of the way, I think. Let's just quickly shiv it. Okay, cool. Now they're moving out of the way for me. Thank you. Thank you. So that was the first sandy part. This sand too. But yeah. Handles the sand quite okay. Also be that actually on this bike, compared to the big boy XR150 that I ride, I'm sitting more on the rear wheel, over and above the rear wheel, than I'm sitting on my bike. When I'm sitting on my bike, it's a little bit more to the center, more to the middle. So I think this might also the reason why it's handling so well within that sand, because mine, if I go into that sand, it's a little bit loose. It's very loose. So yeah, but this one, I think the reason for it doing that is because yeah, I'm sitting more over to the rear wheel. No, it's probably, what is that, big boy? Big boy. What is it? Yeah, and this one actually is for sale. I think he wants 48 for it, because he has put on these, and you get a screen, the crash guards, the luggage racks as well, but it also comes with the luggage as well. So you're not getting it with the racks only, but with the luggage as well. So yeah, but they got quite some work done to it. And now one thing I can say about 50/50 tires, one thing that is nice about them is that if this bike, I'm not really sure, but it handles like the time that I had some 50/50 tires on my bike, and as soon as you go into a turn and you give it a little bit of gas, you know, the possibility that it would break traction is actually 0 to none. So, but you know, but that's actually the good thing about 50/50 tires. You don't actually think that it would have a lot of grip, but well, it does actually. But yeah, I mean, this bike, it's nice. It's okay, you know. I'm riding these trails, and it's so nice. It handles really well, you know, on these trails. I'm actually quite surprised by the handling of this bike on these trails. You know, I actually thought, no, this is going to be a lot more, you know, you can easily do it in a seated position. It's nice. There you go. Oh, this is sand, you know, but it sits on the sand, you know. It's not like my bike where it scratches for, you know, traction and just like, almost want to say, runs around and, you know, have that funny feeling like you're in sand right now. But yeah, no, it handles very well, pretty well. I'm really so yeah. Railway tracks. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to answer the question. If you're looking for a bike and you want to buy this bike or a bike like this, the same as this, would I tell you to go ahead and buy it, Would I tell you to consider it, or would I tell you to just not buy it, leave it? So yeah, I think you should just go right ahead and buy this bike. If you are a person, a first-time rider, if you are somebody who's looking for a bike to ride, you know, in town, a commuter, if you are a student, you can do this. And if you are somebody traveling on a really small budget, you know, want to do lots of venture riding but on a very small budget, just go right ahead and buy this bike.